Weird noise for the rewatch gang. If you're part of the rewatch gang, type that noise in the comments. Or your closest approximation to it. Hey, Dubs. Yeah, another Sailor Moon shirt. Yep. Still on the fence about doing a Let's Play of Sailor Moon Another Story. Hey, Uncle Buck. You'd enjoy that Let's Play a lot. Mentioned before, the main thing holding me back is that I'd have to be doing like 15 girl voices. Because obviously there's the 10 Sailor Guardians themselves. Actually, more than 15, really, but there's the 10 Sailor Guardians themselves. And then the Inner Guardians all have like opposite numbers in that game. So that's another 5. And then, minor characters. Hey, Shelly. A voice acted Let's Play of that game would be pretty killer, I think. By which I mean, like, by a group of voice actors. Did Let's Play Powerpuff Girls? I mean, I do know of at least one Powerpuff Girls game, but it apparently was just absolutely awful. You can just make them all sound like men. Saw a thing once where a guy was talking about a give GD Moon a deep baritone. That would be pretty funny. Yeah, there's a Powerpuff Girls fighting game for the Nintendo 64 that was apparently just awful. Hey, Buttercup. Uncle Buck was suggesting I do a let's play of a Powerpuff Girls game. You have any thoughts on any Powerpuff Girls games? Game Boy Color one that maybe isn't as bad. Is there any endorsement quite as ringing as maybe not as bad? Hey, Tink. Hey, Holly. What's cooking? Absolutely nothing. Anyway, still making my way through the kids on the slope. Still hoping for a polycule ending, though I know it won't go that way. Champloo, yes. Playing one block in Minecraft. Yes, I finished Samurai Champloo. Great show. Great ending. Yeah, thus far, Kids on the Slope has been adorable. That's the start. Once upon a time. Good night, Clip. Something hypnotic about mining blocks of iron. I'll have to take your word on that. Nah, I've never played Minecraft. No, you've heard it before. I've told that one before. In the past, when like I've been getting ready to leave and somebody's asked for a bedtime story, and I've been like, once upon a time, good night, and then I ended the stream. Think Buttercup might still have PTSD over it. Anyway, yeah, I got nothing. I've already talked about. I've already talked about the newest thing in my life. I never watched any of the American Pie movies. Nor did I ever want to watch any of the American Pie movies. You were forced. Headed outside for dinner with people last night. Ooh, congratulations, Shelley. Always a good time. Fine pasta dish. Nice, nice. Fine, a pasta dish. Hey, Bambi. You didn't have ribs because Madison gave them to her boyfriend. What a bitch. What a goddamn bitch. No, but she had PMS, Buttercup. Uncle Buck let us know last night that Madison was PMSing pretty bad. I'm the test. Gilf Buck. Husband is depressed, and I keep asking to find new goals. I feel like I'm hitting a wall. He says he will, but he never does. Any advice? Look, if I knew how to snap a guy out of depression, I would have been out of bed before 7 p.m. tonight. Started nagging him with it. His brother's just. It probably does. Odds are he knows it's frustrating for you. He knows that he's being a bit of a burden. And feeling like a burden just makes him feel even shittier and more depressed. Because depression is fun like that. Just let it be. Yeah. Kind of all you can do for a little while. Just be there for him. Yeah, hopefully he'll eventually start to feel a bit better and be able to do shit again. I plan for things and he gets excited for our common goals. It is my self confidence to actually think he can accomplish anything. Yep. You succeed. Yep, yeah, that's how it feels, yeah. You can do anything you set your mind to. You can, I can't. What he said what you just said. Hey, Donna. Encourage other people not to let imposter syndrome stop them. But I actually am an imposter. I actually am an imposter, and people are going to realize it. Yeah. So watching your character as Ramona, and I like your face shaped as well as not shaped. Yeah, I just find shaving to be a pain in the ass. You said he has imposter syndrome. Yeah. You have an AC like your mom's. I was like, why is it so hot in here? I'm gonna check it. Temperature on 2577. Kunai sits up there sometimes. Kunai's trying to find a new way to kill you, apparently. Did he get over imposter syndrome? I mean, from what I've seen of other people, I'm not sure you actually do. It's unlocked or Tobean's unlocked it. Like, I'm not actually sure if you do get over it or if you just, you know. You know, some people are able to just like switch to a Shinto's one. No, she didn't actually mention to me that she was moving. Like she had mentioned that she had mentioned like a couple months ago. Longer than that. She had mentioned a few months ago that she might. That she like did she say that she's already found a new place? Yeah, as far as imposter syndrome, like some people are sort of able to shift their thinking so that it's like fake it till you make it. Release ain't up yet? Okay. Did she give any further details about her moving plan? Encourage delusion or be real with them? Yeah, I don't know. Different things work for different people. Just that she's restless. Definitely bring her cat wherever she goes. Yeah. Yeah, and it's different things work for different people, and if I knew what worked for if I knew what worked for me, I wouldn't be in the situation I'm in. So but that's nothing. It's like what? Like sex? Set a goal. If you accomplish it, I'll suck your dick. That might work. You never know, that might work. Gave up 6.5 years ago. Maybe I'll pick it back up again. I mean, it's worth a try. Get addicted immediately. I get a lot of offers, but I turn them down. Nothing wrong with that. I turn down offers on here all the time. I did do laundry. I forgot until like 3 o'clock. 3 a.m. It's like 3 a.m. was like shit. I meant to start it on my laundry after I ate supper. So it would have been like 12:30 would have been when I would have, planned on starting it. No, it just completely slipped my mind. It happens. Anyway, on the topic of Chantal, I don't know if she ever mentioned, but has been like a sliv. That is the right spelling, actually. Yeah, I don't know if she ever mentioned, but she had been considering going on a trip sometime over the summer. And if she had, I would have stayed at her apartment to watch her cat. Which is actually the real reason why when people were bugging me to reopen my PO box, that was the main reason that I was saying, "Hey, Bamsy." That was the real reason that I was saying that I'd wait until September. Make her later this month. Yay! Nice. Means I'll probably get to see her later this month. So yeah, when everyone was bugging me to get a PO box, I said I'd wait until September because I knew I'd be, because I wasn't sure if I'd be in Cornwall for, for part of the summer. Lies come off as seemingly very selfless and doing the best you could do. Yeah, it can also be pretty. It's not the heat. I mean, the heat was also part. Like the reason I'm still not going to get it like this month is because it's still fucking summer. It's still. I still don't want to be walking in August heat. So I am still gonna wait until next month, just because. Yeah, tomorrow is looking to hit 30 degrees. Thanks, Banzy. You think I want to go out? You think I want to go outside in 30 fucking degree weather heat? Wednesday high of 31. Thursday, Friday high of 29. Saturday high of 28. Sunday high of 28. Ugh. Just get to get. I mean, it's on her. She's the one who comes up with the skits, yeah. I'm always down for them. She wants to do skits, I'll do skits. I live in Southwest Florida. My situation might be worse. Yeah. Yeah, I hate the outside and the heat. Exact weather we got going for this week. Yeah, just stupid hot. The skits were corny but fun. Yep. Yeah, they were goofy as shit. They were goofy. Hey, Jennifer. Like my Sailor Moon shirt. I also like my Sailor Moon shirt. It's a great shirt. I do think I have pretty good taste in t-shirts. I didn't record yourself doing all the characters. Hey, Northern Lights. With all the Sailor Moon characters? Nah, it's too many different voices. Yeah, like some of them wouldn't be too tough. In the name of the moon, I'll punish you. Yeah, sure, easy. But like Sailor Jupiter, I don't know how to do a Sailor Jupiter voice. I'm a voice actor. I can send you recordings. Any other character voice you can do? But from like Sailor Moon? Not really, no. I'm not that good at impressions. Yeah. I could do some like the obvious ones, Arnold. Like I could do an Arnold. Yeah, I could do Arnold Schwarzenegger. But everybody's got an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. Good, please. I'll be back. You can do all Sailor Moon characters, the female ones. Well, then you should do a Let's Play of Sailor Moon Another Story. Because I was talking earlier about how like I'm kind of tempted to do a Let's Play of Sailor Moon Another Story, a an RPG from the Super Nintendo. I like Sailor Moon characters displays or cosplays. Yeah. But the main thing that holds me back from doing it is the fact that I'd have to do like 15 major female characters. The 10 Guardians plus the 5 opposites of the Inner Guardians. So, just like 15 different major female characters plus minor characters that might appear. Like me. You can do Marge from The Simpsons. I would do Marge. Heyo. And that would keep up my mom banging shtick as well. Homer. Homer. It's the best I could do. Any Futurama characters? Nah. Maybe. Yeah. Nah, that's not. It's terrible, Leela. I was trying to do like Leela's like whenever she attacks people, but nah, that was terrible, Leela. That was a terrible one. So nah, I can't do any Futurama characters. Maybe Kith. Yeah, I can do a bit. I can do an okay Kith. Bob's Burgers. Only seen one episode of it, and I don't really care about Bob's Burgers, so no, not really any Bob's Burgers voices I can do. I don't know the characters from that one, so. Oh my god, they killed Kenny! You bastards! Third bandit right here. That is Fang. Hey, Buttercup Tunnel, yeah, good job. This is Fang from the visual novel / rhythm game Goodbye Volcano High. They're cool. I like them. I like them. They're a cool character. Okay. One thing I'll mention, I did do a let's play. I did do a let's play of that game. One thing I'll mention, the game did get a fair amount of hate when it came out. Due in no small part, I expect, to the fact that the main character is non-binary. Someone made a parody game of it. Which I think has like several endings where you end up convincing Fang that they're not non-binary. Which, like, fuck that. Like, fuck you, dude. Bob's Burgers is such a great show. Can't do Bob, but I can do Tina and Linda. The only episode I've seen of it was the Equestronauts episode. Wrong being non-binary. Nothing. There's nothing wrong with it, but there's assholes out there who hate it, who think it's, who, oppose it. Yeah, the only episode of Bob's Burgers I've seen was the Equestronauts one, and I took issue with that because, like, here was my issue with that episode. It treated the adult male fans, like, the adult male fans were acting as though, like, oh, the original was where it's at. Yeah, it's all about the original series. But, like, it was the 2010s version of My Little Pony. Friendship is Magic. It was the 2010s series. that brought the adult fans to the franchise. That brought men to the franchise. I objected to the inaccuracy. Bob Actor does Archer too. Yep. I believe he also did an old show called Home Movies? Bunch of gatekeepers. Is it called Home Movies? Yes. Yeah, H. John Benjamin. Done a lot of things. Oh yeah, he has done a lot. Guy's been around for a long time. And just has like, yeah. And absolutely especially when it comes to like voice acting. Yeah, I mean obviously he's done a lot of live action stuff as well, but for voice acting, yeah, it's just shit tons. I think that's what happens when fans start gatekeeping. Sure, but I mean, like, I don't know. It did also, it did, get into like, that aspect of fandom as well. Really shitty aspect of fandom. I don't know. It was just prior to Friendship is Magic, there were exceptionally few adult men who were particular fans of the My Little Pony franchise. Wasn't none, but it wasn't many. Tina on Bob's for his erotic fanfic. The character or the voice actress? Because I'll be honest, I could believe both. Everybody should just be allowed to like what they like. Absolutely. Fanfic of zombies. I mean, I could still believe it of both the character and the voice actors. By the way, Uncle Buck, did you remember to actually take your Tylenol, Uncle Buck? Did you actually remember to take them? Since Shelly's not here to ask if you remembered. Normally, Shelly asks if you're. Okay. Well, normally you ask Uncle Buck if she remembered to take them. Buttercup comes in 5 minutes before. to remind Uncle Buck, and then you come in 5 minutes after to ask if she remembered. Come back and come to got him. I thought yours. And the answer is 50-50. I didn't realize that that was what you meant by got him. Still a good call. Thank you, Shelly. Time to watch that these YouTubers I watch are going to die. Take multivitamins. Any ideas for trigger night? We'll figure it out when we get there. It'll mess with where my armpit and shoulder attachment hurts with that. I'd ask one a day to like to sponsor me. But directions to chew 2 gummies daily. 1 a day, 2 daily. False advertising as far as I'm concerned. Run and tell them change things to 2 a day. Right? Do you get your regular gummies from Amazon? Yeah, boo, Amazon. So tonight, no, you're just subbed. A fun fact about you. Fun fact is I banged your mom. That's just, it's just a thing I say. Sorry, that's just a, yeah, there you go, Uncle. That's just my thing, is talking about banging moms. And sometimes dads. You look better. I know, Uncle Ben. He can bang. Uncle Ben? The rice guy? Shut the fucking face, Uncle Fucka. Tonight I will finish My Melody and Karomi. I should stop talking to drunk AF. That way I can turn the world. Alright. Good night, Bonzi. Can I have that stuck in your head now? I mean, it's a good song. Today I record my reaction to the final episode of My Melody and Karomi. I just hope they kiss at the end. They won't, obviously. I know they won't. But seriously, they're such a cute couple. From I love Karomi. Yeah, she and My Melody are genuinely an adorable couple. Like, it was awkward because their heads are so big. Eh. Also gonna watch more 60s TV intros. Couldn't find a compilation of 60s sitcom intros. So instead I'm just watching a compilation of like a playlist of just 60s TV intros. When do those get uploaded? April 18th is when the so 2 weeks. 2 weeks is when I begin my 60s TV intros. August, I meant. Yeah, 2 weeks. August 18th, so 2 weeks. Like watching 90s commercial videos. I'll get to those too. I'll get to those once I finish all the yeah, I'll watch all the 60s. Yeah, I meant August. Once I finish watching all the 60s TV intros, I'll move on to 70s sitcom intros, and then 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s. So like, once I finish all the sitcom intros for the various decades, maybe then I'll move on to commercials from various decades. I've already done cartoon intros going all the way back to the 30s. And what I learned watching over 7 decades of sitcom intros, 2010s cartoon intros were really lackluster. The 2010s had really weak cartoon intros, but they actually picked back up in the 2020s. Past few years have had some genuine banger cartoon intros. Like The Ghost and Molly McGee, great intro. Perfect intro, I would say. Yeah, it's like it just perfectly matches the tone of the show. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, oh, such a good intro. That's an all-timer intro. The dream team, you and me, for all eternity, for all eternity! Hamster and Gretel. Show I had never even heard of. A series I had never even heard of before doing this. Like, oh shit, that's a good intro. There was some 101 Dalmatians cartoon in the 2020s that had like a really good intro, way better than the 90s 101 Dalmatians cartoon intro. That intro sucked. Especially because it was like 4 Dalmatians and a chicken. "101 Dalmatians!" So there's only 4 of them. Plus a chicken. Fuck you. You made promises here, cartoon. There were promises being made in that title, cartoon. I saw that, but I fell asleep and forgot to finish. Yeah, that title made certain promises, and you are not delivering on those promises. The 2020s 101 Dalmatians cartoon. It does show a lot of them. Yeah, it shows a lot of Dalmatians in the intro. You see all the stuff in your background? Yeah, so Fluttershy and Rarity from My Little Pony, Friendship's Magic. This is a little seal that I've had since I was a wee bairn. When Madison and her full boyfriend brought home popcorn from the movie. I went to see Spider-Man. Spider-Man. This is Sealy, little stuffed steel I got as a kid. Fang from Goodbye Volcano High. Mass Effect, the board game. Gift from Uncle Buck. Jekka from Class of 09. Our boy Cove from Our Life, Beginnings and Always. These are also pins of Cove. Up here is vinyl of Heartless Bastard's first album, Stairs and Elevators. And down here is first 3 volumes of Lore Olympus, another gift from Uncle Buck. Then I've got some books. I've got some Ghibli movies. Got a few Ghibli movies here. And then books. Forest of a Thousand Lanterns by Julie Dow. Addams Family, an Evolution. Collection of all the Addams Family comics that Charles Addams did. Anzuelo by Emma Rios. Stone-Hearted by Meredith McLaren. Nelvana of the Northern Lights collection. Very, 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 very old comics. One of the first Canadian superheroes. Yeah. Nelvana of the Northern Lights was one of the very first Canadian superheroes. And one of the very first female superheroes. And there's also Shuna's Journey by Hayao Miyazaki. I don't know what that is. Was it? Yeah, it was. I forgot about that. I would love to get some new Nelvana of the Northern Lights comics. She is a very cool character. You don't get an Inuit. There's got to be an Inuit comics creator. There's got to be Inuit people who, who create comics, right? One of the most interesting things I think about Nelvana of the Northern Lights is my first job was at Northern Lights Graphics. They're just regular old white people. Yeah. One of the most interesting things about her, I think, or about the character, about the comic, I should say, is also just sort of how much more mature the art is compared to a lot of Golden Age comics. Like the art feels ahead of what damn near any other Golden Age comic was looking like. I struggled to read 90 Golden Age comics, like from the 30s and 40s. I struggled to read comics from that period because the art always looks so rough. I'm gonna get more water. I'll be back in a minute. And the idea behind Nelvana of the Northern Lights, she's the daughter of an Inuit god and a mortal woman. And she sort of patrols northern Canada, keeping it safe from Nazis. Because, you know. She did debut in 1941. I thought that was Santa's job. His territory is the North Pole specifically. There's a lot of territory up north that's not part of the North Pole. Yeah, she can like turn invisible. She can travel instantaneously via the Northern Lights. Melt metal, disrupt radio communications, change her physical form. A fair amount of like, powers as the plot demands. And most of it coming from her asking her father to do things. I'm sure if I could write the actual word, I want to speak your language. Yeah, I do feel like there's absolutely like absolutely room to do new comics starring Nelvana. Tragically, it's unlikely to happen anytime soon. Nirvana's cousin. Invent your own stories. Yeah, I don't really have it in me to do that. I don't have it in me to write. Can tell when the D12s kick in. I'd especially be uncomfortable writing a story about an Inuit character. You know, like including an Inuit character as part of an ensemble cast, that's one thing. But like her stories are very much meant to be set in the Arctic, you know, in northern Canada. I feel like for something like that, you'd want to really know a lot about Inuit culture. You need to either come from that background or you do a shit ton of research, including first person research, talking to people. Go right with an Inuit person. Yeah. Or just, let them do the writing. On an interesting note, the rights to Nelvana are jointly held by an animation studio and Library and Archives Canada. Which I just think is kind of neat. There's a thought. Is that going to enter the public domain at any point? I was curious if the character is. Yes, I am Canadian. Yeah. Southern Ontario specifically. 2 a.m. last night, they went and got me a square burger from Wendy's. Well, it was nice of them to get you something. So that next, I'm hungry, and that's the last thing I ate. I'll be enjoying my rice soon enough. First time we are, yep. Because everything's backwards, everything's backwards down in Australia. You gonna break down and make my sausage? But you know, break because I don't have buns. And who needs buns or bread? Just oh, just deep throat that sausage. Bread, butter, and sauce. Anywho. Cooked onions and cheese optional. Grilled cheese for me, tomato soup with it. Don't have any. I don't know why you need tomato soup with grilled cheese. I mean, I get that you prefer it that way, but I get that it's a popular combination, but I feel like it could. I feel like you could just have just the grilled cheese and you'd be satisfied. Can't just eat one thing. Hey, scapegoat. His grandma gave her grilled cheese and tomato soup. Don't touch it. It's not for you. I'm not touching anything. I'm going to rip it in ketchup. Perfect. Oh, yeah, just looking on Twitter to see if there's anything worth talking about. I just wanted to see if there was anything worth talking about. And the answer is no. Chris Rock accused of 86 and or Christian Rock accused of 86 and her baby daddy. Okay. I don't know who that is. And I'm pretty sure I don't really care who it is, frankly. Ninja Warrior or American Ninja Warrior. Ultimate Tag. One of those extreme athletic challenge shows, and she won before all the crack and stuff. She off the guy because he was a threat to the $5 million deal to do with the show with Blueface. Because he had a paternity test ordered. Gotta love. Gotta love reality stars. Gotta love reality TV stars. Bug fucking sane, the lot of them. Anyway, I'm gonna get going for tonight. See you all tomorrow. Good night, everybody.